told you already. You get your cut after I get mine. Fly along now.
No, I'm coming with you this time.
Like hell you are. We need you here. You're our last sparrowhawk.
I'm done. Okay, find some other picks to muster passengers for you. I'm going to the burg.
You know the deal. Less you can pay, you best get your tricky little ass back to shore.
With all due respect, Captain, I'm not leaving.
Get the fuck off my ship before I throw you off.
Try it. I just came from that rock your lads won't even set foot on. And I've cut down tougher things than you in the past 5 minutes.
It's the coastal battery! Fuck it. Get her in the hold. Let's get out of here, lads.
Excuse me, miss. I just wanted to say thank you for what you done. Folks are saying you're the one that arranged for the passage.
Please don't thank me. You'll still have to pay them, or work off your fee in the burg. What I did wasn't anything.
It was everything. You gave us all a fighting chance at a better life.
I hope so.
Is that a Burgish soldier?
Yes. He's somebody I knew from the war.
You and he were, yeah. I guess nothing to be ashamed of. I had a tryst with a Burgish rifleman once. Curiosity mostly, but he was a nice enough lad.
It was a bit more than that for me.
Is that why you're headed to the burg? To be with him?
No. He died in the last pact advance.
I'm sorry. What's your hurry, love? Come up and see me.
See, you can't sell this pritch bilge out on the road.
Not without a permit. Fortunately, it's your lucky day. Because we can sell you one.
I need to speak with my father.
Oh, he's not here now, is he? Well, he used to be a big shot doctor back in this country, he was.
Really? And now he pushes this dross. Right, come on, let's get this shit out of here, all right? You can't have this store here.
You're going to pick that up?
What'd you say?
That's all right. It's all right.
Because it seemed to me that you was asking for a civics lesson.
You don't want to do that. Ooh, or else what? You might want to change your trousers. Stop it! Sorry, Inspector. He's just joined. Be off your trolley. Get on that.
Thank you, Inspector.
How's your father?
Good. What brings you to the road this morning?
A case.
She woke up last night.
She's lucid. She's talking.
Yeah, by Titania's grace. Magritte, my love. This is Inspector Philo.
You can call me Philo.
You're police?
I am. I've been charged with finding the man responsible for these attacks.
Unseelie Jack.
Yeah, that's what they've been calling him.
Plus Critch have been calling him, you mean? Jack would never take the claw hammer to your kind.
You can talk to him, Mags. He's one of the good ones.
I've talked to some of the others. At least the ones who can talk. I'm afraid I didn't get very far. I was hoping you could tell me more. Help me bring this man, well, I wouldn't call him that, to justice.
Can I have some tea?
Of course.
You from a noon? I spent some time in the Tirnanoc Islands myself during the war. I was stationed in a emissary. One of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. With some of the bravest people I've ever known. Sometimes I feel like I left my heart behind.
Me too.
I hate to ask you to relive this. I know it's painful. But this man is still out there, hunting innocent fae folk. Every 3 weeks, another one. It's been 3 weeks since your attack. He's going to do it again. We have to stop him. I need your help. Please.
I heard him. Before I saw him. He called me a pig's whore. Said he could smell it on me. The darkness.
Do you remember what he looked like?
His head was shaved. Except for the hair on the side of his face.
Mutton chops.
He had a tattoo on his forearm.
Of what?
A snake, I think.
Anything else? The smallest detail could lead to his arrest.
He wore a uniform.
A uniform? What kind of uniform? Was it police? Military? Do you know?
I haven't been here long.
No. Of course not. Thank you. You've been very helpful, very brave, I can tell you, from the Highlands.
Mr. Philo, I can see you're a good man. I hope you find what you lost there.
You as well.
Careful, Granny! Not so close, Peter! You heard Nanny, come back out once! Never mind her, silly old goat. What the matter? Look! A shipwreck! Run back. Get Constable. Hurry!
The Critch are swarming our city. They're changing the very fabric of our society. And not for the better. They bring vices, wantonness, the scourge of elixir addiction, the worship of strange gods. Our streets are safe no more. Whole boroughs have become off-limits to decent citizens. The people look to their chancellor for relief. What do they find instead? A majority content to do nothing!
It would seem that good Proctor Longerbane has forgotten why the Fae folk were forced to flee their lands in the first place. Because the party he leads chose to let Tirnanoc fall into the hands of the Pact.
Let's not forget which party dragged us into that misbegotten adventure in empire-making.
It was a war we could have won. It was a war we should have won!
See how he dodges the issue at hand. Burgishmen can't find honest work because the Critch do their jobs for a pittance.
If Proctor Longerbane wishes to send the Fae folk back to whence they came, let him amass the majority of votes to do so. Making laws is the province of this august chamber. Mine is but to see those laws duly enforced.
So that doesn't include the law against consorting with pigs' harlots. The audacity
To impugn my family honour!
Impugn? How?
His slurs matter not. Breaks fair name is above reproach.
Even so, that you should have to tolerate such impudence when it's you that holds the majority.
But a blade's margin. The slightest misstep could cost me the chancellorship. Jonah!
Good morning, Father. Hello, Mother.
Above reproach. Indeed, husband.
And where have you been?
Out with friends,
All right.
it would seem.
Not on Carnival Row, I trust.
Of course not. You've been quite clear about the boundaries of my comings and goings.
You're the Chancellor's son, Jonah. You can't give your father's enemies any ammunition.
Rest assured, I'd sooner die than become an embarrassment to my dear beloved father.
It's your future that concerns me, Jonah.
Don't worry. My future's daffodils and rainbows as far as the eye can see.
Hello, Fergie! Your city is under siege! But you are not alone! Have your voice heard!
So, have you caught him yet?
Tourmaline,
It's been 3 weeks since the last one. I expect he'll be on the crowd tonight, won't he?
good to see you too.
I'm just wondering if I should make a point of running my errands before sundown.
I'd have had him by now. More of the victims have been forthcoming.
Yeah, well, a bloke with a badge knocking on your door isn't exactly a relief where they come from. What?
I'll grant you, the police are no angels, but we're not the bloody pack.
Yeah, but you lot left us to them, just like you'd leave us to Jack. It's what people are saying.
Right. How bad is it? Do I need to be worried about riots?
It's tense. A racist with a hammer is beating us where he finds us, and we don't see too many of you lot out here giving a shit.
You looking for trouble? Yeah. You're not in sheepland anymore, you fatty trotter. This city belongs to us! You do well to remember that!
Anyway, this Jack business, I can tell you where I'd look. Which is what you're doing here.
The last victim said he had mutton chops.
Well, look at you.
See this?
Another wreckage.
In from a noon.
Any survivors?
And the ever.
She was found on the shore, just off Cape Town.
It's just what this fucking city needs, another pig's mouth to feed. Oi, wake up. Name. Name.
Vignette. Vignette Stonemas.
Not yours, you daft thing. The sodding ship that went down.
Oh, Deliverance, I think it was.
Yeah, you boarded her where?
Near noon. Off the coast.
The smarties, critch runners. Sailing up and down the coast, just clear of packed cannons, eh?
Yeah, not smart enough to keep clear of the winter squalls, though, are they?
What happened to the others?
All lost for you, darling.
They wouldn't let us out of the hold, even when the ship started taking on water.
If they let you out of the hold and you'd winged ashore, you wouldn't be worth nothing to them now, would you? Who you contracted to?
I don't know. Only that it was 2 years right for the passage.
Yeah. Get her processed. Then find out who the ship is registered to and make sure she gets where she belongs. Right. Oh.
I wonder who he could be. It's the finest house on the crossing. He must be very rich.
He'd have to be. Sent his solicitor to the auction, bought the place sight unseen, is how I heard it.
Sight unseen. Well, he must be very rich indeed.
You expecting someone, dear sister?
No.
Yes? Can I help you?
I'm looking for Mr. Ezra Spurnrose.
It's all right, officer. I'm Ezra Spurnrose.
You're the registered owner of the sailing ship Deliverance.
What's this all about?
Lost at sea.
Surely, Mr. Spurnrose, you understood the risks involved.
Apparently not. I'm afraid I tied up a considerable portion of my family assets in this enterprise. I was approached to fund the purchase and furbishment of the Deliverance as a passenger vessel in return for a share of the profits earned in bringing these desperate wretches to our shores. Now, it's not illegal. Is it?
No. It ought to be, if you ask me. We've more than enough crits here already. Thank you very much. Now, as to the disposition of this here pigs. She's indentured for the price of passage. 50 guilders. You can sell that contract to someone else, or you can keep her as a domestic. Your choice.
A lady's maid? Oh, Ezra. I've not had one since poor father died.
Well, it is high time we corrected that intolerable state of affairs.
Thank you. And I'm sorry
Oh, what for, dear?
for doubting you and your ever mysterious business ventures. Clearly you were handling our affairs most capably.
What's your name, girl?
Vignette.
Well, come along then. Let's get you cleaned up. I think we've still got the last girl's uniform somewhere.
You'll have Swan's day off. Please attend to personal matters then and not during the week. Sorry. The last girl we had... Milk? The last girl we had a veritable parade of kin popping in downstairs. Oh, that's enough. At all hours of the day and night. It's terribly annoying.
Not to worry, miss. I have no kin to speak of.
Oh, are they all still in Tirnanoc?
They're all dead.
Well, of course, I think it's dreadful that the Burg abandoned Tirnanoc to the ravages of the Pact. Taking in an unfortunate such as yourself is the least we can do. You'll need to clean your nails before you serve me tea again.
Yes, miss.
But it's no wonder that it fits you so well. All you Fae are so slight and hollow-boned. I am not sure about this braid.
Don't. So sorry, miss. Please excuse me. I don't have much else left. My braids tell who I am.
Oh. How quaint.
It reminds me of someone I've lost.
I do hope you won't be any trouble. Let me go.
This is our city! Yeah. It belongs to the Burgishmen! You need to look at the godless hell these bestial, shite races are made of their own fucking lands to know what's at stake here! Shakespeare can't put a stop to the tide of Critch swamping our shores, then let him step aside for a man who can. With the longer bane!
Yeah, well, it's a disgrace, that's what it is. These used to be respectable neighbourhoods.
Sergeant? What the fuck are you doing here?
Well, last I heard, it wasn't illegal to gather with like-minded folk.
Not even the sorts of folk who might be happy to take a hammer to a few fairish skulls, eh?
You still after that bloke? How long are you going to keep that up?
Till I find him. And I will find him.
Yeah, well, not among these fine gents.
Oh, I don't know. I think he might be close. Very close.
What are you insinuating?
Just that Jack's last victim said he might be one of you choppers. A bald one. Wearing a uniform, Sergeant.
Well, these fucking Critch, they will say anything to get attention, won't they, lads?
Right. That's right. And you won't mind showing me your arm, will you?
I don't have to show you a fucking thing. Look, I took an oath to protect the people of this good city, just like you did.
You and your like-minded folk consider the Fae among those people.
Why do you care so bloody much? What's this strange affinity you have for them?
Because I served beside their kind in the war. They put their lives on the line, same as we did, and I'm just not sure I like how this city's chosen to repay them for it.
Ah, right, the war. Yeah, all sorts of things happened over there.
Oh, you heard, did you?
I wouldn't blame a lad for going a little heathen. No proper women around, just all those beggared tinks happy to spread for a shiny Burgish stiver. It's easy enough. Just close your eyes, then give your sweetheart back home. I heard it's like sticking your cock into a pail of greasy ferrets. Is that true?
Stand up, and you'll regret it.
Hey! Don't think I won't fucking report you for this!
Do it! I can't wait to tell them where I found you.
Good evening.
Evening.
Mrs. Fife.
Mr. Philostrate, I kept your plate warm.
Much obliged.
Well, you should be. Supper is served between 6 and 7. House rules.
Come, Mr. Bagstock. 20 minutes grace is the least we can afford, Mr. Philostrate, considering he spends his days keeping our streets safe.
It's favouritism is what it is. Don't think I haven't noticed.
Can't recall you've ever told me how this happened.
Sure I have. It's a war wound.
Yes, but you never told me how.
Can't imagine you'd want to know more than that.
Why not?
Because not everyone came back, I suppose.
You mean my husband? It's been 7 years. More.
Sometimes the old wounds hurt the most.
I've made peace with my pain. It's yours I'm curious about.
It was war and it was hard and I did things I regret.
I'm sure that's not the whole of it.
What if it is? What makes you so sure there's a story worth hearing?
Because you're a man worth knowing. Men like you're made of stories. Tell me one.
Some other time, it's like.
Right. Yes. You should go. Good night, Mr. Philostrate.
Good night, Miss Fife.
Is this really necessary?
Well, we can't have you flying away in the middle of the day now, can we? Lace up. You can go where you like on your own time, but keep in mind that you're always representing this house.
To that end, I don't suppose you know of a train going towards the Tetterby Hotel, do you?
What do you know of that place?
A friend of mine came to the burg a while ago. Heard she might be staying there.
The Tetterby is a house of ill repute, girl, on Carnival Row.
I must be mistaken, then.
You see that you are. Now listen, girl. I'll be keeping a close watch on you. I've got a full belly and a roof over my head thanks to this family, and in this city, that's no mean feat. So you, mind yourself.
Vignette!
Are you just about finished in here?
Yes, Mum.
send you on an errand. Can I count on your discretion?
Yes, Mum.
I need you to go to the row and have this refilled.
Tampa soil.
Along with calder root and the master knows what else. Drop behind each ear and men take notice of what they otherwise overlook. I may be plain, but at least I'm clear-eyed about it. It is quite dear, yes. My brother would not approve of such an expenditure. But then again, he's not about to turn 23 with few suitable prospects for marriage, is he? Run along. Rumour has it our new neighbour takes residence today, and it's a safe wager Louisa Pembroke already has a new dress picked out to parade herself in front of him. Lively now.
Found them on the bank. Good condition. Worth a guilder apiece at least.
2 guilders for the lot. Check or leave.
Oh, excuse me, miss. Beg pardon, ma'am.
Tourmaline!
Vinny! How'd you find me?
I paid one of the deckhands to track you down for me. Spent the last of my money from sparrowhawking.
Only to find out your oldest friend was a whore.
We all do what we have to do.
Says the one who spent her days helping refugees escape the pact.
I think he means selling refugees into indentured servitude.
Please.
It wasn't heroism. It was a job. I got paid. Same as you.
Right. But that's not why you did it.
Oh. And why'd I do it?
Because people needed help, and that was the help you could give. Known you long enough to know you never give up.
And yet here I am.
Things must be bad, eh? Can imagine you'd ever leave Tirnanoc.
I didn't plan to. I got word that a group was hiding out in the woods, waiting for a boat out. Heard they'd escaped from a camp of some kind. All women and girls. Little girls. The pact was after them and I tried to help. They killed them all. Every single one of them. The brigade. There were so many of them, and I knew I'd never make it back, so I made for the ship. Their ship. The one that I'd arranged for them. That they never lived to see.
But you're here now. Is this a widow's braid?
Mm-hmm.
God, you don't know, do you?
Know what?
Vignette? Philo's alive.
And you think Sergeant Dombey is this, what do you call him?
Unseelie Jack.
Unseelie?
It means hateful in their tongue. I can't rule Dombey out, sir.
And this has nothing to do with your own personal distaste for the sergeant's politics.
Only insofar as his politics align with Unseelie Jack's politics. And that he fits the description offered by the latest victim, down to the fact that he wears a uniform.
Even so, you can't just go around assaulting your colleagues. The men in this building are not your enemies.
I am not in the business of deciding who my enemies are. Neither are they. Justice is justice.
When was your last day off?
I don't need a day off.
What's the hurry on this?
What's the fucking hurry? So every 3 weeks this lunatic brings down his hammer. Any day.
Any day now there's going to be a dead Lixer fiend.
Or an aborted half-blood, or a black raven who caught the sharp end of a knife fight. The Row is an ugly place. These are not criminals or cutthroats. The last victim was a maid. The one before that was a fisherman. You can't save them all, Philo. Damn it, I can save one. Just let me put a man on Dom. Absolutely not.
You want me to put surveillance on one of our own? You better come to me with more than some fucking hunch.
It's more than a hunch.
Philo, go home. Get some rest. Come back fresh tomorrow.
Sir, I can...
Philo! That wasn't a request.
Right, boys, wait here till we get it sorted with the magistrate.
Hey, what'd he say?
Warned me till he'd Dobby B, said I was making it personal. What have you got?
Sketch artist got back from talking to the victim.
Right. Let's keep this to ourselves, I think.
Oi, Cuppins, are we running a naval academy now? Fucking Basilisk is in port.
Basilisk?
Ironclad, long range. They keep them out there in that tin can for weeks until they're half mad. They're back home to let off some steam.
Sounds like a bloody nightmare.
It sure is. Mine. Every 3 weeks. Move.
Every 3 weeks? Jack doesn't wear a policeman's uniform. He's a fucking sailor.
I should have seen it sooner. You were right. They're all the same, these Burgish men. They come with promises, take what we have, and when there's nothing left to take, they leave. It's a common enough story. The story of our whole fucking country.
Shall we move on? We tell a new story, a better one.
No, not yet.
Vignette, listen, just calm down, take a minute and listen to me.
I'm not done with him. He will know what he's done to me. He will look in my eyes and know.
Carriage. Fine one. It's him. It must be.
Is everything all right?
Our new neighbour. Shall we be the first to welcome him?
Imogen,
What? It's the friendly thing to do.
it's not proper.
Ah, don't be so old-fashioned. This is the 7th century.
Imogen,
Oh, you're coming after all.
well, somebody had to stop you making a spectacle of yourself.
May I help you?
Good afternoon, sir. Is the master of the house at home?
Who may I say is calling?
It's Ezra.
Ezra Spurner is an assistant. We're neighbours come to extend our hospitality.
Show them in, Fergus.
Thank you.
Spurnrose, I hear your father was the finest watchmaker in the burg.
We'd like to think so, yes.
Is the master of the house available?
I'm master here.
I shouldn't have said anything.
She's spent 7 years in Pact-occupied Tirnanoc. I'm sure she can survive a night in the burg.
Yeah, I'm sure she can too. I'm less sure about the bloke she's mad at. Well, it's not the kid again, is it?
Second time this week.
Chancellor's own kin just waltzing in the front door of a fairy brothel like he's never heard of trouble.
There goes my night.
Fine, I'll throw my hat in.
Really? You sure?
Yes, yes, why not? Could use a distraction.
Wet my whistle first and then you.
Jonah, Welcome back, sir.
Hello, Moira, dear.
What kind of company are you in the mood for this evening?
Sorry?
This.
Any luck on the waterfront?
I showed the sketch to the bosun. If he knew the face, he wasn't saying.
I was afraid of that.
So what are we doing here then?
Like they say, the fish you're looking to catch isn't in the sea. Look in the tank.
These lads aren't going to give up one of their own so easy.
You could ask them to. All the victims were struck on the right side of the head, which means our man was left-handed. His last victim said he had a tattoo on his forearm.
I want to ask them to roll up their sleeves.
After a fashion.
I had a fucking word with him. I fucking told you that cunt. He's a fucking freak. Yeah. Boy, where you going? See you back there.
Oh, excuse me.
Ow! Sorry.
What?
Fuck!
Oh, fucking hell.
Inspector! It's him! It's Jack! Go around!
Done. It's just beginning. I had to stop them. I had to. You don't know the evil they've been about, right under your nose.
Step away from the ledge.
They're not our God's children. They come from a dark place. And they haven't come alone. They've brought something with them. Something that'll be the end of us. I've seen it. With my own eyes. Think I'm mad? I know darkness. I've been to the twilight edge of the world and dredged up things from the summer's deep that turn your blood cold. But nothing like the thing I saw in the dark beneath our very feet. You're ill prepared for the hardship that lies ahead. There is more here than you can fathom. And while you go about your little life, so sure that this world still belongs to you, some dark god waits.
Needless to say, we couldn't get out of there fast enough. Imagine it. A puck living here on Finisterre Crossing. What is the city coming to? My room. That'll be all, Vignette. I'll take tea in my room here at 7. Good night, miss.
Mr. Philistine, what are you doing in here?
Or is this no longer my room?
Thought I'd surprise you. For your birthday.
Well, it's not my birthday.
You moved in a year ago, so I figured I must have missed at least one by now. What happened to your hand? Your head? Hello.
Someone threw a hammer at me, you know how it goes.
What? Let me see. Should get that looked at.
No, it's no.
You might need stitches.
No, it's
You
fine.
could have
No
a
doctors.
concussion.
I said! No doctors. Sorry. It's been a night. Just have a lot on my mind.
You can't talk about it. You know that, right? It's not unheard of for people who share a bed to share some thoughts on occasion.
Another time, maybe.
Don't do that.
What?
Another time, maybe.
Look, I don't want to burden you with these things, Portia.
It's no burden.
You don't don't know the weight of it.
I don't. But I know you carry it alone and you don't have to. I want to know you, Philo.
And I'm telling you, you may just be happier in the dark.
I see. Yes. Right. I keep forgetting what this is.
I didn't mean to...
No, you're just looking out for me. Thank you for that. You just carry on and let me know the next time you fancy a quick fuck.
Portia.
That just illustrate.
Shit. You're alive. Bima Rusin came to me with blood on her hands. She said you died in her arms. Why did she lie to me?
Because I told it.
We told each other everything. Couldn't you have at least told me goodbye?
I wanted. I never meant to hurt you.
Hurt me. You destroyed me. I waited for you, and you left me in the ashes of my homeland with nothing but grief for 7 years. I should have done this the day we met.
Do it.
You're not worth it. I wish you had died.
There's more here than you can fathom. And while you go about your little life, so sure that this world still belongs to you, some dark god waits